and welcome class 11th students. In entrepreneurship we are going to discuss today the competencies of an entrepreneur. Okay, that means what are the skills or the ability necessary to be inherent or within in an entrepreneur to become a successful entrepreneur. Okay, so these are certain basic competencies to be acquired by an entrepreneur. They relate to the type of behavior established in the performing of various tasks in the discharge of his functions. So some of these competencies are latent in the entrepreneur, already exist, which need to be identified, nursed and nurtured. Other are acquired through training and practice. Okay, so as such there is no universal or set competencies are laid down for becoming an entrepreneur, but there are certain identified abilities or skills which one should have either by training or inherited feature, okay, inborn feature, so which we are going to discuss today. Okay, that means altogether we will discuss 9 types of competencies which normally an entrepreneur should have for dealing a new venture. Okay, so we are starting with initiative, creative and innovative, okay, capacity for risk taking and problem solving skills. So I have made certain notes for you, some key points, but before discussing initiative, let us discuss the theory part, the length part. Like initiative, one of the most fundamental competency required for an entrepreneur is the ability to take initiative. Okay, initiative is taking first step with self motivation. Okay, taking first step with self motivation. It is rather the first step in the enterprise. An entrepreneur has to be keen observer of the society, the commercial trends, the product types, the change dynamics and the consumer behavior or trends. Once he decides to take the initiative, what matters is the speed with which he is going to function. So initiative is taking first step, and initiative is to be a keen observer and to have the ability to spot the opportunities. Okay, to identify the opportunity, right? Then comes the creative and innovative approach, that an entrepreneur must have creative and innovative approach. Competency in creativity and innovation are sometimes basic traits, basic ability of certain individuals. Okay, they are competent enough in creativity, or they are competent enough in innovating something. So he might not have any new idea, or he may use the creative idea and innovative products and services to meet the challenges of the situation. He can take advantage of the utility of an idea or a product to create wealth. Okay, like not to do something new, but You can take the example like changes in the packaging of any common product, wafers, potato chips, okay, tucks. So changing in packaging, creativity and innovation applied in packaging technique, okay, can also help, right? So creative and innovative means creative thinking and the ability to develop a new product or service or process, right? So please note down these two points, then we will discuss these points, another 2 points. Then third is capacity for risk taking, okay. You can say risk taking and risk management, okay, what the NCERT used to say. So an entrepreneur venture into a new idea and new service, he trends into areas of uncertainty. That means he is entering into something uncertain. So there are several elements such as demand in the market, resource availability, acceptability of the new product, the design, the service, which throw a potential challenge to the entrepreneur. All these things are a kind of challenge for the entrepreneur, okay, whether the product will get the demand in the market, whether the product will be produced as per the resources available in the market, okay, whether the product design or that particular product or service will be accepted by the customers in the market or not. So there are many challenges. So in order to attune oneself in the skill of risk taking and management, we should practice in several areas of entrepreneurial functions, okay. He should practice all these functions or the several areas he should attempt. So such an entering into new market, okay, like from the very beginning we are taking the example of Dhirubhai Ambani. So when Dhirubhai Ambani faced cash crunch, shortage of cash, okay, he took the risk of issuing shares in the public in the year 1977, when they were not that aware about the share market, okay. So the ability of risk taking and management of situation in a risky environment is also one of the competency or a skill or ability of an entrepreneur, okay. That means entrepreneurship involves uncertainty and risk, and a good entrepreneur knows how to manage risk of business, whether that risk is relating to the resource, availability of resources, whether that particular risk is related with the management of funds, cash, finance, okay, or any other problem like demand, product design, okay, technology, anything. So an entrepreneur, a good entrepreneur, knows how to manage risk of the business, right? Then we will discuss the fourth point, that is problem solving skill, okay, or problem solving. He should be having the quality of solving the problems. Once an entrepreneur is aware that he has entered on a new area and has taken certain calculated risk, he should also be aware that many problems are bound to come in the path of his progress. So he should understand that there is more than one way of solving a problem. Okay. So he should look for alternative strategies, different ways to solve the problems. Or he should find out the resources that would help to solve the problems. Okay. What else he can do? He can generate new ideas, new products, new services. This is called diversification, so that the problem can be sorted out. Okay. Like with the advent of LPG, okay, liberalization, privatization and globalization in 1991, the new industrial policy 1991. Indian market, the companies of Indian market or the businesses of Indian market, okay, were facing the problem of tough competition from MNCs. Okay. So what they had done? They have applied their problem solving skills. Okay. How? In this way only. They have not chosen the path of regular problem solving. Okay. They develop alternative strategies. They develop resources, okay, to solve those problems. Okay. They generate new ideas. They generated new products. They generated new services. Okay. They improved the quality of their existing products. So in this way they solved the problem. So when an entrepreneur faces cash crunch, like Dhirubhai Ambani faced shortage of cash, so that entrepreneur should look for alternative sources for receiving the funds. Okay. Recent example of Tata Nano. Okay. Ratan Tata shifted the manufacturing plant of nano cars from Singur to Sanad due to unforeseen complexities. Okay. Shortage of labor or funds or some natural problem or something. Okay. That you can say, that you can see in the case study of nano plant. Okay. So Singur to Sanad, they shifted the whole plant of production of nano cars. So in this way they solved the problems. This is very live example. So problem solving skills, two key points you have to note down, that an entrepreneur faces problems usually of several types in new venture. This is very obvious. Okay. So he should be able to find alternatives, okay, different ways or good solution to these problems, right? So in this way, these four skills or competencies should be in the priority in any of the entrepreneur. He should be a keen observer so that he can be initiator. Okay. He should be creative and innovative. He should be having the capacity for risk taking. Okay. He should be a good problem solver. He should be having problem solving skills. Okay. And we will discuss 5 more points so that competencies point can be understood. Okay. So please note down all these points, then we will move further. Right. So now the 5th, 6th and 7th point are leadership, persistence and quality performance. Okay, let us discuss. So as far as leadership is concerned, an entrepreneur should also be an effective leader who should be able to guide and motivate his or her entire team. Whenever a company faces problem, it is the willpower and the effective business acumen and communication skills which oversees the success of the whole enterprise. Okay, so leadership quality should be there in every entrepreneur, right? So an entrepreneur has to act as the pilot of his venture. One thing, okay? He should be able to motivate and guide his team whenever there is a need to solve the problems or the situation, whenever adverse situation or normal situation course of action is there, right? So that means whenever some crisis are faced by the team members of the enterprise, of the entrepreneur, so he should be able to motivate and guide them through proper business actions and communication with them, right? So this is what is leadership, the quality of leadership in every entrepreneur. Then persistence. In most cases, the entrepreneurial pursuits are new and you can say need very close attention. Creating a need in the market for the enterprise is one of the main requirements of the entrepreneur. Creating the need for the enterprise in the market. Okay, it is most urgent and primary. So this calls for intense perseverance on the part of entrepreneur. Roadblocks to success should not deter or defer the entrepreneur. Any type of hurdle should not be stoppage for the entrepreneur in the path of success. You can take the examples. Mixers, when introduced, did not have many customers, but today we find it to be an essential part of every kitchen, or it is the essential part of kitchen accessories. Mixers, okay, juicer, mixer, grinders. When Mahima Mehta brought out her product Hathi Chhap, okay, I recommend you to go through with the case study of Hathi Chhap, okay. Case study. Hathi Chhap, okay. So she had experimented on various other material before using elephant dung to manufacture handmade papers. So persistence means creating need for the business in the market by exploring new ways. Okay, so he should not be discouraged So an entrepreneur should not be discouraged by the hurdles, number one thing. He should be firm enough. Then he should not lose confidence and continue moving till success. Okay, that means do anything but success should come. Okay, then the next point is quality performance. Very, very important. The performance of an entrepreneur should be quality performance. Since entrepreneurs value outstanding performance as one of the behavioral skills necessary is the sensitivity to and concern the standards and quality of work. One develops the skills of comparing the quality of product or service with certain standards, which he himself evolves or are set by others. For example, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, the brain behind the Apple and iPod, so is known for value quality in all the products introduced by the company. Okay, he always focused on quality performance. Okay, you have seen even the Apple iPhones are very costlier than the normal smartphones. But why people are preferring to buy those products of Apple Incorporation? Because Steve Jobs believes in quality, as the company also believes. Okay, so they give quality that is never compared, okay, with others. So the people can afford for higher prices also. So quality performance is very essential. Okay, so in order to launch and run an enterprise, financial, human and physical resources in adequate quantity at reasonable cost are required, one thing, and then an entrepreneur must be able to collect the necessary resources and to make their optimum utilization for quality output. Right? This is what is about the quality performance, how the quality will enhance. Right? So these are the 7 points. Please note down. Then we will move on to the last 2 points, 8th and 9th. Okay? You just note down. Right, so these are the last 2 points which we will have to discuss. One is the persuasive skills, and the second and the last is the ability to manage and organize, or organize and manage. Right. So as far as persuasive skills are concerned, that means how good an entrepreneur is in persuading or convincing others, because an entrepreneur have to deal with many people. Okay, they have to associate with many people in the journey of their success or the success of an entrepreneur, okay, or the enterprise. So an entrepreneur has to convince people to join as partners, customers, suppliers, the investors, okay, and the employees also, right? So he should be a good persuader. If he is able to convince them that his venture is a successful one, or the project or the idea is new in the market, benefit are there for the society, okay, that our product will run, okay, will be a pioneer in the market. So that persuasion skills can help in associating with many people like partners, customers, suppliers, investors, employees, many are there, right? So he should be a good persuader. This is one of the basic quality, and he should be having the ability to organize and manage the enterprise. Okay, so after launching the enterprise, he should be a good organizer and a manager, as building a sound organization and managing it efficiently is one of the basic functions of a manager. Okay, we used to appoint managers because of this reason also. Okay, because they are the best organizers, they know how to utilize the resources in the most effective and efficient manner so that the wastage of resources can be minimized. Okay, so sound organization or good organization can be made or built when the managers or the person who is managing the whole activities of the business is efficient in managing the activities, the functions of the enterprise. Okay, so an entrepreneur, okay, you can say therefore an entrepreneur must be a good organizer and manager, right? So these are the 9 qualities or the competencies which are very essential for an entrepreneur to possess, right? So becoming an entrepreneur or to get success in the entrepreneurship, it is very essential for a person to inherit or to get these qualities in them so that they can get success in their enterprise or the idea which they have floated, right? So I want you to please note down all these points very carefully, learn them properly, go word by word so that you can understand it very properly, carefully. Okay, it will not only help you in solving the questions, queries, okay, but it will also help you in becoming and solving the problems of the usual business and to become a successful business entrepreneur in the future to come, right? So please note down all these points. Even if you are facing any of the problems, if you are having any query relating to this particular topic, okay, you are always free to mail me, talk to me, WhatsApp me, write in comment box so that I can make you clear about this particular topic. Okay, till then, goodbye, take care, and keep learning, keep revising so that you can be a good student of entrepreneurship, right? Thank you very much. I am writing here some of the case studies relating to these topics which you have to find out in Google links, right? So case studies you have to do. One is the nano plant, Tata Nano Plant, okay, and the success story of Steve Jobs and story of success story of Steve Jobs and the story of Hathi Chand. Okay, so 2 are from India, 1 is from America, right? So Tata Nano Plant, success story of Steve Jobs and story of Hathi Chand. These stories you have to search in YouTube links so that you can see how these entrepreneurs develop these qualities, or what are the qualities out of these 9 qualities are main in these type of entrepreneurs, right? Till then, goodbye, take care, thank you.